Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another banger. This video is specifically titled How to Run TikTok Ads in 2022. There's kind of a misconception about TikTok ads, and I would say the biggest thing about TikTok ads is 90% is actually the ad creatives, which is by means the videos or the ads themselves, and 10% just the media buying. So if you have the best media buying skills and the worst creatives, you're gonna lose this game. However, if you have the best ad creatives, okay, and the worst media buying skills, you're gonna win this game. Because 90% of the balance, okay, 90% of the weight is actually put on the ad creatives themselves. Because platforms such as like Instagram Reels and TikTok ads and Facebook Reels and even YouTube Shorts are just centered around content. So if you can figure that code, and we're gonna discuss that in this video, you'll just figure out how to run TikTok ads. Now, of course, we're gonna discuss the media buying side too, but just don't sleep on the content creation side. What we're gonna discuss here is really important, so I'm just gonna dive in right into the video. What you wanna do is actually visit the TikTok Creative Center, right? So let's say you're an agency owner or a brand, okay? What you wanna do is actually go to industry and you wanna select your niche. For example, as an agency owner and we provide UGC creatives, I have a client in apparel, so I choose that in apparel. I even have sub niches within the apparel, but I'm just gonna choose apparel. I'm even gonna actually choose even the campaign objections, which is maybe conversions, or I can even select all, right, just to get as much as inspiration as possible. The TikTok Creative Center is purely important for you. For example, if you're an agency owner or a brand, and your brand is kind of in a specific niche, such as maybe an e-commerce or dentist or apparel, you can actually pinpoint a niche, okay, filter out a niche, and you can see literally your whole competitors on TikTok ads. Literally your competitors, what your competitors are running on TikTok ads, right? For example, when I actually popped in apparel here, I see a lot of apparel brands, and you know, the first thing you can actually see what your competitors are doing, and second thing you can actually take inspiration, right? What is working, what is not working. If you see an ad, you know, that has those CTRs, that means it's not working. But mostly the ads on there that appear are actually the top tier ads. That's why they made it to TikTok Creative Center. For example, in my Bohemian programs, I literally teach my students how to actually pinpoint the best creatives and actually implement them for their clients and brands to get the most high ROI and CTRs and cheap cost per clicks as possible. But that's with the TikTok Creative Center. Please consider it as a first step to get inspiration when you start running TikTok ads. There's also a second thing I want to discuss, right? So the structure of the video ad creative itself, right? And the content creators. So when choosing the content creators, this is where people actually struggle with, especially brands. For example, in my Bohemian program, I literally teach my students how to actually hire the perfect content creators, such as going to certain websites and actually posting jobs and actually interviewing them and getting a code, right? Like those specific platforms to actually get the perfect content creators for their clients, or if you're a brand, to actually get a dedicated content creator for a brand for a very cheap rate. But like this is kind of the most characteristics of a content creator for doing TikTok ads, right? You gotta make sure that you're shooting ads from the smartphone, energy and enthusiasm when doing the videos. Just be engaging and have fun, and no need to overthink. And you need to act like you're talking to your best friend, right? So most actually people mess this up. They think when they're doing an ad, they want to actually sell, okay? What happens is they lose the tone of authenticity and personality, whereas TikTok is all about personality, right? If you think about the best performing ads, it's all about personality. They're not buying that specific thing, they're buying the person behind that thing, if it's like a brand or a person branding, right? But that's kind of the specific characteristics. There's a lot of deep sections about that in what I teach in Bohemian's program. For example, when creating content, you should avoid long scenes and explanations and aim towards using multiple short scenes that are quick and explain whatever it is you're trying to advertise, right? Your filming location should align with the product. The environment should be distraction-free. That's just a lot of things, right? For example, here's a drive folder I gave out on my Bohemian program. Literally, just every video you can think of is in that drive folder, and it's access to my Bohemian students. So they have literally a step-by-step templates. They can literally give their content creators, TikTok ads, guys. Here's kind of the video ad story progression, how you can actually structure your video ads, right? So you gotta first the structured video kind of should look like this, okay? Hook, problem, solution, call to action, right? So with every video ad creative, okay, there should be those 3 to 4 elements, right? So the hook, okay, it's literally just like a phrase at the start of the video to pull the user in, right? Just to grab him in, right? For example, the best hook is, here's the best things about this brand, okay? Like this is just a hook, okay? The hook is very essential to actually grab your audience to make them watch the ad to the end of this video, okay? So that's the first element. The second one is actually problem. with every ad, okay, even if it looks like you're selling something, you gotta actually reveal the problem, okay? People are seeing your ad, they're literally giving the time to watch that ad, and they want to see what the what does this product or service actually solve, okay? Or they will not buy it. There should be a problem. For example, identify the problem you have been facing, okay? The solution is highlight 2 to 3 benefits your product solves, okay? In the video, right? For example, a shoe cleaner, right? A shoe gets messy, there's a shoe cleaner. That's just a very bad and simple example. There's a lot of examples out there that actually use and abuse those elements to their core, and that's the best thing about ads. But most people miss the last touch, which is the call to action. Like, give people a reason to buy. Mostly this works with discounts such as like 50% off, free shipping, 10% off, use code TikTok for 10% off. Call to actions are purely important to actually just push your customers over the edge to click to the website and use your code to actually purchase, right? Kind of called the master of art of subtle selling, right? Now, what is subtle selling? When I used to work my media buying, he really like stressed this off, like the clients need to actually make creative ads, or you should actually make creative ads that master the sort of subtle selling. You don't want to ever appear hard selling on the video, right? You want to actually, like, those two, all of the methods and elements that we want to actually proceed with when doing the video. We want to introduce what we call the subtle selling, which is selling the product without making it seem like it's selling. In other words, make TikToks and ads, right? If the ad looks like an ad, it's shot with an expensive camera, just selling, everything's professional, like nothing is organic and doesn't fit with the platform, and it just sounds too salesy. Based on psychology, humans will ignore everything that will sell them, right? For example, if you walk to a shop and a salesman just keeps chasing you, you're not even gonna consider coming back to this shop the second time just because of that bad experience, right? So imagine if this ad is literally being watched by 1,000 people at just 1 hour, right? Without making it look too salesy, right? Again, back to the creative marketplace, you can actually see the most top ads that actually use this technique to literally attract a lot of visitors to actually convert, because they are not selling hard, and those ads don't look like ads. And that's the profound key most people struggle with creating. Now, of course, within TikTok, you can actually use trending sounds, right? Sounds that if a sound has like between 6,000 to 20K videos, is potentially a good time to hop on that sound, because it's getting viral, right? If a sound relates to your niche, don't be afraid to still use it, even if it's over. And if a sound relates to your niche, don't be afraid not to use it, because this sounds literally like related to your niche, and it can help improve the selling, because once they watch this video, the sound is even aligned with the ad, right? So even if it's not a viral TikTok ad sound, which I imply to use, if you just pinpointed that sound that's kind of related to the product or service, just use it. Okay, it will improve your results. Moving to the last thing is text on screen. When you actually want to start your video, there should be texts, right? Like those texts that appear in the bottom, the right, in every video ad, right? You should have texts implemented straight from TikTok or straight from Reels to make it look organic as possible. A video without text is just like nonsense, because the video is muted, or if the video is kind of not very well explained with an accent. The text adds more flavor into that video and helps a lot of users really engage with the video, because there's texts on that video. And most of the text should range between 2 to 4 seconds, and you should change the text, like a lot within the video. Viewers' retention to watch a video is pretty low, so if you don't have all of the elements I listed now, the chances of succeeding with a TikTok ad is pretty low. But if you implement those little elements, because you gotta even change up the video each and every second, you gotta implement new things, you gotta change the angle, because the retention is very low and the viewers need something new to watch, right? If they're watching a video ad creative and it's all the same, shot from the same place, the same topic, you gotta even change it and spice it up, like change location, then shoot from this angle, then talk about this topic, then pitch your product, right? So having those different elements in and spice it up, and you adding your own twist to it, again with the inspiration, it's gonna actually save you for the better, and it's gonna help you increase your results. So this is this was a long section about the content creation. I can go even longer, but students in my BohemianZ program literally have a plug and play sheet for that to use, literally like 4 to 5 pages of document filled with content ideas. Every content idea is literally like, for example, we have the unboxing video, we have the green screen example, the reverse storytelling. Everything you can find is in that drive folder. So students in my BohemianZ course really use that to actually gain a lot of inspiration and save a lot of time when running TikTok ads, right? So Now we're moving into the media buying section. When running media buying ads, it's literally easy. It's just like running any ad. But there's a little bit like stuff here and there that over the past 11 months we figured out, me and my team, to actually how to run TikTok ads and how to scale profitably, right? So here's kind of what we structured the campaign. The structure of the campaign looks like this. So the campaign objective is, you can name it a prospecting campaign, ad group, okay, with stacked interests. And the optimization is add to carts, right? So within those, within this ad set, there's 4 ads. And within each ad, there's different creatives. Okay, you don't want to have the same creatives within the same ads. Okay, you gotta have different creatives. That's why I teach my students, my Bohemian course, or my clients, we serve them 3 to 4 different UGC creatives every week, because scaling with TikTok is pretty hard, because what happens is the ads get saturated quickly, and the reason behind that, because the TikTok audience really needs something new to watch every single second. Like, people hop on this app to watch something new, right? So that's how we kind of split it in terms of the TikTok structure campaign media buying section. And we also have a second ad group with this stacked interest, and also with the stacked interest, and the optimization is add to cart. And you also have creative 1 and creative 2, and creative 3 and creative 4. So it should be shown on the screen how we actually structure it. I'm not going to dive deep into the specifics here, but everything's written on the screen. You can actually pause and read it. So this is kind of the phase 1. The phase 2 is actually the conversion campaign. It's optimized for purchase, and we have ad group 1, ad group 2, and ad group 3. Ad group 1 is actually no interest. Ad group 2 is actually interest stacked, and ad group 3 is LLA. Okay, this is kind of how you actually want to scale TikTok ads. Again, if you want to pause this video, you can actually pause it. There's the budget increase. You can, once your ad groups have broken 50 conversions in a week, increase the budget by 10 to 20%. Dupe and refine, duplicate with your winning creatives, and narrow your audience with the best age group and gender. Dupe and cost cap, duplicate winning ad group and add competitive cost cap. And then CBO scaling, which is recreate winning ad groups into the CPO. Again, you can actually pause the video to actually see the structure that I have actually put on. And this is like how you actually run the media buying section. Again, the focus should be on the ad creatives, no more than the media buying. But this is kind of something an extra I actually want to set up for you guys to actually run TikTok ads. If you guys enjoyed this video and you want more detailed approach about how to run TikTok ads and how to start an ad creative agency, if you're an agency owner specifically and you want to start and scale your own ad creative agency, along with your normal services, then go ahead and click the description to actually book in a call with me, because my program BohemianZ is out for enrollment, and it literally teaches you how to start and scale your ad creative agency from 0 to 6 to 7 figures per month, because I've literally learned that in the past 11 months. And I implemented it, and now I'm teaching my students. So again, if you're interested to actually enroll into my BohemianZ program, then go ahead and click in the call. It's only through invitation. If you're a good fit, we're allowing you to actually enroll in the program and get access more deep and dive into those stuff. And if you like this video, go ahead and like, subscribe, and follow me on Instagram. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one.